Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Stoneburner. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Cougars return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here he comes, hardened and battle-scarred and ready to get a new season started.
This guy's had a lot of ups and downs. He's fought through injuries throughout his career. And how good does it feel as a senior now, being a leader on this team, taking the field for one more run this year?
Right, it's so nice to have a guy like this you know you can trust. You know exactly what you're getting. He knows the playbook, knows the program, a guy you can believe in.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Unloads to the wideout, working that left side. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. Lost the defense, he's wide open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Houston wants to play fast.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
The give to the lone running back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And the pass is intercepted.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down for this offense. Power football with the run. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Houston Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the run. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's up to 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got a man. It's Bryant. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the left side. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stoneburner. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for space. It's Sanford. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And third and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open. Hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor.
Makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. He's not afraid to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. To the air, it's Collins. Gets it out fast. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. They get him down after he makes the catch. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And they can't make the play on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this?
Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Collins. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. LSU quick to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the target. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. On target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Oh, he makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for 6. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drive.
Open runway ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Touchdown, Tigers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Houston will be forced to punt. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Here's the give off the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but the Moves to change for the first down. Offense working from the pistol. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes through the tackle. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Turns it on down the left side. And he takes it all the way. Of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Dropping back, it's Collins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's looking to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Houston offense comes onto the field. He's going to pass. It's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to loft one high and deep. Snags it on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You can